So today, the work is done. It's time to have some fun. Got all the dump truck work done, and today I want to change the lighting situation on the back of this motorcycle. The tour pack's got to come off. I'm looking for a detachable hardware kit for that. My wife rides her own bike. Very rarely is she ever with me, so I don't want that big stupid looking thing on there. So what's gonna happen, take the bolts out of the tour pack and get rid of that. One, it's ugly. You know, those things, they're very functional when you need them, but it's also in the way for what I want to do. So once the tour pack's off, I'm gonna take this whole deal. I'm gonna take off maybe this light too, and I'm gonna put some lights in the tour pack. Not any of your typical lights that these guys are putting on their bikes. I seen one bike with the lights like I want to put on here, and I thought it was just amazing. It looked great, and it was really different. So off with these. Maybe I want to take that hitch off of there, maybe, but I always thought about making a homemade trailer to haul my kayaks. Then I could kill two birds with one stone, you know, motorcycle ride and a boat ride. Let me find some tools and start yanking this thing apart. Then I'll show you the lights I got planned to put on there. That's fantastic. This hunk of junk has some half-inch hardware in here. Well, it's tiny, but the head's, you get it. Do everything in my power not to put this tour pack back on. If the wife wants to ride on here, she's just gonna have to suck it up. So it should come right off. I want this off too. We're getting rid of that. This basically just holds the tour pack on. There's two bolts up in the front here that hold it. You can make it go up and down. So I'm gonna get those bolts out of there. I think once this is off and this is off, I can put this license plate down here and take this big contraption, disgusting looking thing off of here. I take this bolt out, and it takes this chrome off. Chrome, plastic, might be metal. And then the bolt that holds this on is behind. I got fender bolts in this. It's not the stock bolt. Washer is hitting shock, because I do everything the hard way. Come on. I want these on here. Drill the holes. sure not to put that back. Don't ever put that back on. Well, that one's already half off. Yep. Might have it in there enough to loosen the fucking thing up. Ah. Yep. Those ain't going back in. Wanna know how I know? Garbage. There's the other one. Garbage. Look at that. That already broke. This broke last year. Can't remember if I did it. I showed a video on it being broke, but I didn't show putting it back together. I put it back together, a piece inside of there, so I could put that stupid tour pack back on there and take my wife for a long fall ride. Trash. It's not pulling back on. Taking that off. I think so. Where are we gonna put the license plate? We'll just glue it on the fender somewhere, I guess. I want to clean this up a lot. I hate all the shit that's on the back of this. What's that? Ooh, the air valve. So you pump up the air shocks, but also a video on that in the motorcycle playlist. I took the air shocks out. One blew out, and I put these coilover. They got 3 position adjustables, drag specialty. Check out that video. I like them a lot better than the air shocks. Oh no, I don't think it's broke even over there. Well, if I do this, I might have to do something different. Right. Well, it doesn't really matter. Look. I took that off. But it apparently, this thing was fastened to it, but both sides are broke. They're broke off the bracket that held on to there. It looks like it holds this up. Holds the, well, it holds the whole damn back end up. Let me look at this. Looks like I gotta remake that bracket so I can bolt that back on. Otherwise my mufflers are gonna fall off and my fender's gonna fall off. Guess I can go ahead and take the hitch off because I ain't pulling nothing on that. Think about it now. This guy the guy bought this off, I put that hitch on there. That's probably why these brackets are broke. So this bracket's broke. It basically bolts on here and holds the whole rear assembly, the fender, the bracket that the mufflers hang on. So if these brackets ain't in here to bolt to this piece, that whole deal is gonna fall off. So I need to make this. Take some measurements and see if I got any steel to make it. Okay, so I got some brackets made that hold up all this stuff on here. When I take this unit off right here, unbolt that, it leaves all this stuff kind of just hanging here. It's supposed to bolt on right there. What I did is I just kind of cut this little tab like this so it catches these two, and then one here, and that holds all that up. So that holds your muffler hangers if you have a hitch, and the entire fender, I guess. So that's kind of important to have. It bolts in back here. I put it all together already. Pretty late in the day again. It's after 5 o'clock. I started this around noon. Those brackets I made, they only took a couple minutes to make, but I had some company. It is Easter Sunday too, so had some company. Now I'm back at it. So I'm going to take that taillight assembly with the turning signals off. It looks to be like a two-piece. I think this bar that holds the turning signals is separate from a taillight. I don't know if I can get behind there to take that out without fighting it. Nope. What kind of mess? I might have more work than I thought I had. This looks like a giant hole behind here. Yeah, it is. Come out of here. See how big this fucking hole is. Well, that's way bigger than I thought. That's okay. Blech. Well, that's what I gotta deal with. There's a giant hole in that fender. That's not gonna be very appealing. I'll figure that out though, because I'm done with this taillight, period. This is the taillight I'm gonna put on it. Look at that semi-trailer light. So that'll be a stop, turn, park, all in one. Got a little lesson on how to make multiple light functions that were on separate lights work in one. You might know about it. I didn't know about it till about a week ago. So it's pretty interesting, but I'm gonna try to figure out how to get this bar off of here. We'll work on the wiring later. All right, with the taillight out of here, you can actually get to the fasteners that hold this light bar on. These ones are 1/2 inch. It's kind of a pain, but I think it beats taking the whole fender off. Probably pick up some horsepower taking all this weight off of here. Uh-oh. Can you see what I'm doing down there? Kinda. Alright. Trying to get this off, but there's some kind of bullshit going on back here. Let's grind those screws off of there. This one I stripped. This one, I think there's a nut or a plastic nut or something on the inside of the fender. I can't see it. I can't feel it. It's turning. So grinder's gonna ruin the whole thing. Drill? Let's drill them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. Look, this was on here when I bought it. I was gonna make a trailer to haul my kayaks. I've decided against that recently. I guess I cannot take this bumper off of here because it kind of holds it up. Like the bumper is fastened to the fender. And the fender fastens up here, but that leaves this back here flopping like a fish. If I take the bumper off from here down, I feel like it's gonna shake and break. Not shake and bake, shake and break. I always ponder situations like this and it winds up taking me days. That problem is solved. Well, we'll see. Yeah. She's out. I feel like I want to wash this fender now, but I don't. I don't have time. It's getting dark, guys. You gotta finish this. This will fix it. S100. That's buy it at the Harley shop. I don't think the directions say sprayed on there. Wait a little bit and then hose it off. And it's supposed to be shiny. You probably couldn't see how much. I just ate dinner, now I got the hiccups. You couldn't see how much dust was on this fender. Maybe you could. It was pretty thick. And put the saddlebag back on both sides. Kind of figure out where I want the light to go. Poke the hole. I don't know. Sounds like there's a George Strait concert out in the woods over there. This is going to be awesome. Might even upset some of you diehard biker types. Maybe it won't. It ain't going to bother me. I'm going to drill a 4.5-inch hole right there. And on the same on the other side. Okay. Geez, I can't see the hole. It's hard to line that up. There she goes. Slow. Guess we drill faster, it goes faster. There. I'm guessing you're going to be able to see that going down the highway. 4-inch LED. Oh, there's 6 of them in there. Just got these at the local parts store. $24 a piece. That's cool. Well, I got the up and down good. I'm just guessing at the side to side. Oy. All right. Drilling in your fucking rain suit. See how that treats you. There you go. They're pretty symmetrical. So my wife just came out and told me to put the license plate over this hole instead of screwing around with Bondo, which is genius. So maybe I can even use these holes.
Yeah? Do they line up?
I think so. This one.
Good. Okay.
Okay. I'm ready to wire these lights that I put in this motorcycle. They're 4-inch round, stop, turn, parking lamps. All three functions are in the same lamp. The motorcycle setup had a separate wire for the stop, separate wire for each side turn signal, and a separate wire for the parking lights. That setup doesn't work in all-in-one. So what I did, I think everybody can do it if you're familiar with any part of wiring. You get these at most any parts store. It's called a trailer wire harness adapter. What it does, it gives you a ground, a taillight wire, a left turn, a brake wire, and a right turn. Inside this little box, I don't know, it's magic. When it comes out the other side, those lights work. So on the outside, you got a right turn, a left turn, and a tail light. So in here, there must be a relay that when you hit the brake, when the power comes from the brake wire, it relays and sends power to both, a steady power to both left and right turn signals. So that's how you get your stoplight. It's really simple. When you get to looking at it, it's really simple. It's got to be if I'm going to do it. Well, I got all the wiring done, and I actually got it to work with no big hassles, really. So here's the parking lights. Front brake. Rear brake. Right turn. Left turn. Awesome. That cleaned up the back end a lot. Doing this loop delete. You can actually buy brackets. If you want to take this loop off of here that holds your license plate, you can actually buy brackets to put in here to hold the fender up. But it was easy enough to make if you have some thin flat steel. Just do a little bit of measuring and drill some holes. It works good. The next thing I gotta do is get a solo seat so I can get rid of that great big pillow. It's comfy, but it looks ridiculous. And with the solo seat on there, it's only gonna come up to about here. Got a lot of scuff marks on the fender from the original seat. I bolted the license plate on there for right now, which is perfect, but there's a big square hole where all the wiring for the original taillight assembly came through the fender. You can still see these two little grommets where wires came through. And then I took that lower marker light off, and it left an outline where the housing had scuffed up the paint, and you got a hole where the wires came through. I had to drill the screws out. They started spinning before I got all the way through, so I had to use a grinder, and I actually ground the paint off right here and here. But that's no big deal because they make those overlay fenders. They're actually wider here to fill in these gaps because these gaps are pretty big. I don't think you notice that as much when the original taillight assembly is there because the turning signals land right about there. But I think I might, when I get the overlay fender, they make some taillights, real thin ones that go on the side of it. I might get those on there too for some extra light. But these LEDs, they're a lot brighter and they're spaced out more. You're gonna get a lot more visibility coming up on the back of this bike. You'll be able to see it a lot better. Feel pretty happy about that. I still got a heat shrink my connectors there, then put the seat on and turn a signal bulb that was blowing out on the front. So I'll probably run downtown and get some new bulbs for that. I think that's it for this project. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe's a big thing. But you know, the comments, they're pretty important too, because that helps YouTube push the video. Thanks for watching. See you.